Hi guys, I'm going to just post kind of a follow up to my GameStop video. This is just one in my garage right after my gym, and I wanted to kind of post some like maybe this is footnote to the last post where I just talk about it. And I'm not going to break down the specifics of what happened with the stock market and GameStop. A lot of people have done that better than I could do that myself. But I will go ahead and post. I think Johnny Harris has one where he uses Pokemon cards, and as funny as it sounds, it's actually a really good video. So I'll post that in the description of this, which the description will be on my or the resources will be on my website. So you got to go to my website to get the links. Um, so why I think, and like I said, this is a footnote, just my opinion here, why I think this event, I had mixed feelings about this from an emotional perspective. The first perspective is, and I think Bill Burr said this, the comedian, you absolutely know who rules this country because the app that those Redditors were using got reformed. And I haven't heard any legislation happen about it being reformed, but the fact that these companies like Robinhood and politicians and cable news, for example, were saying, "Oh, this could be a Russian conspiracy," or Robinhood even made some restrictions to their app to slow down the GameStop trades. Just absolutely shows you who really is in control of this country, not the individuals. It every now and then the control of this country, you get to see who's on top because stuff like this leak out. But that's a negative view, right? The most optimistic is okay. So now do we trust the market? Can people short sell the market? And I can definitively say in this scenario, we absolutely can trust the market because two great things happened. Short trading is now become known to the mainstream. Now, one thing that a lot of people have talked about with investing in the stock market is that the stock market is very efficient at ruling out companies that aren't producing value. And to an extent, that kind of happened because the companies that were going all in on GameStop being bankrupt, those companies are now bankrupt. The name of the one company that went all in had to get a bailout from another company. So Company A went all in on GameStop. Company A had to get bailed out by Company B because all these guys know each other. Regardless, though, we now as consumers understand that short trading and that Company A, and I'll list the name of Company A. That would probably help too. Is a shady company. That company's not producing value. That company is just doing short sales, betting on GameStop. Now, the fact that Company A, went bankrupt is a good thing. It's a real good thing. And what we should do is continue to protest these companies that are investing in other companies going bankrupt. It's one thing to invest in a company that's producing a service for civilization. Companies that are bettering our life, like Tesla, for example. Tesla is doing things that are making our life easier. I would be an investor in Tesla. I personally don't do single stocks. I do index funds, but I am confident, they're doing a net good for the world. As far as I can tell, I'm one guy. But as far as I can tell, they're doing a net benefit. But the Company A that I mentioned earlier, they were going all in on an older company bankrupting, and that short trading is shady. I don't think that is good at all. So I want us to continue as a society to expose like this in this situation. I want more of these situations. Yeah, I'm excited that the people, the redditors, they call that Main Street, had some power. But I'm even more impressed that a company that was not producing value went bankrupt. That's a good thing. That gives me hope in the market, and that's why I'm going to continue to invest responsibly in my index funds. I won't go over 30% of my overall portfolio in the stock market. That's just my personal, that somewhere between that 24-30% of the pie is what I'm comfortable with. But this example of the GameStop exposing a horrible company and the net company going bankrupt definitely made me happy. And yeah, that company A got a bailout from another company, but the narrative now is a lot of people now know what a short sale is versus before they did not. So hopefully, maybe we'll continue to root out companies that don't produce things, or that don't encourage other companies to produce things, or don't support other companies that produce things. So I want us to rule out all these companies that are in the business of bankrupting other companies, because that's not value. We want value. And that's really all I had. I'm actually optimistic about this event, what happened, and moving forward. Let's continue to educate ourselves about the corruption that happens in our system, and the wheels of the economy keep going. The wheels of the stock market keep going. I'm seeing my index funds go up, which is a great thing. And just a little side tip: if you're doing index funds, you benefited from this whole GameStop situation. It's beautiful because you just own the entire stock market. So could not recommend being in index funds more, and that actually just proved, this whole scenario proved that what I do is just doing index funds and not single stocks is a good idea. For more details on that actually philosophy of index funds, single stocks, read The Intelligent Investor. Also, The Simple Path to Wealth. Those are two books, very good books, if you're interested in learning the mechanics of index funds. Okay, talk to you later.